to another week of the Balga Cricket Club podcast. It hasn't been a massive week in cricket. There's been nothing going on, but on the social media channels, there's been a lot of talk, a lot of engagement, which has been good to see. Our awards have been put up. Our Team of the Year nominations have been put up. You guys have been incredible in engaging with us, and we really appreciate that. It's nice to see that you guys care about this. And yeah, we're stoked about the pod coming up. Well, when I say stoked, we were stoked, but we'll get into that in a little bit. So first off, I welcome my co-hosts. First off, Hewey, how are you, mate?
Hello guys, how are you? I'm Jakey boy. How are you, mate? Everyone's good?
Yeah, Jakey?
Good week?
Good. I'm looking forward to this. Like you said, the engagement on the post was bloody awesome.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite expecting the level of comments we got, so that was really good to see. I'm looking forward to getting into this and cracking under some of those comments.
Yeah, no, it's going to be... Yeah, it was definitely good to see. Like, we've been crying out for the engagement of the players, and it wasn't the usual suspects all the time. There were a couple, but like everyone seemed to start, having their opinion and putting it forward.
Towing, so to speak.
Yeah, which is really good to see. It means the club's coming together, and this is what we're trying to achieve with the podcast, reaching out to you guys, and it's nice to get the feedback back to us that you guys are involved and want to know what's going on.
Yeah, well, obviously the podcast is getting listened to, guys, so we're doing something right.
Yeah, that's it.
They might not be liking it, but they're listening.
No, yeah, exactly. Now,
either that or they're just seeing them pop up on the page.
Listen,
Yeah, so as I always do each week, I do a bit of research. Yeah, and just things I might find in my travels around the world. Did you know West Coast do a podcast as well?
Oh, do they?
West Coast Cricket Club.
Have we been mentioned?
Oh no! Oh boy! It's
No?
They tried. No, they haven't mentioned it, so. But
good.
We'd like to know if they're listening to us. It's a bit of a glass eye type of podcast, right? Go to sleep a little bit, but no, good on them for trying. And
Was it that good?
Mate, it was. Yeah, maybe it's just because it's not your own club that it's not good, but yeah, I mean, good luck to them in the future. All right, maybe you want to come on board with us one day and see how it's run.
See what it's like.
Yeah, that's it.
Do it properly.
Yeah, so that's my little feedback for West Coast. So well, they say any feedback's
Not
good.
like you've been shy all year.
No. All feedback's
others?
yeah. Take it with positivity. All right, so. I think I started off with Huey when I mentioned this. I said, we should do I think H mentioned it to me. You guys should do the team of the round. And then it was a bit too late in the season. I thought, then I said to Hugh, let's do team of the year. And then Jakey started coming on board more. I was like, Jakey, we're going to do team of the year. And I was thinking back to when we did it last time on the old Inquest podcast show, right? We were struggling as a club a little bit then. And it was pretty much impossible to find 8 players, let alone a team of 11 to 12, right? And then we've gone through and we've created like a stats chart with all your stats throughout the year, every player. We've had 65 players play a game this year. And then we've just looked and gone, oh shit, maybe we should have done a second 11. Like there is that many players that have really contributed this year. So this is really going to be a tough task, guys. Start with Jakey. What was your impression when you got the stat sheet? What was your first thoughts?
Well, first thoughts were, shit, Gaz must have some time on his hands at work.
Just dedicated, mate. Dedicated. Research.
But no, there was definitely some numbers in there that made it a lot harder than I expected. We were talking about it pre-podcast. I was thinking it'd be pretty simple. Like, you've got obviously your 11 with the 12th man, there's 12. I'm thinking there'd be maybe 15 options and there'd only be a few where I'm really tossing up. But there was probably about 25 blokes in there that were on my piece of paper at some stage throughout my note writing.
Yeah.
So, and there was a few that were causing genuine headaches. I didn't really know which way to go, and there were blokes missing out, and I'm looking at their name going, fuck, they should not be missing out on this. So it was definitely tough, and it's going to be a very interesting conversation with you guys to see how you've gone about it, but I'm looking forward to it. It should be good fun.
Yeah. Huey, your thoughts?
Well, at first I didn't think it was going to be that hard, but as you flick, like Jakey boy saying, even you look at the runs and all that, and as you go down the line, it's going, oh, you expected that, and then you look at another one and go, oh, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
That's heaps more than I thought, heaps more than I thought, heaps more than I thought.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I haven't even got to the bottom of the list yet, and you've got, like Jake said, 30 blokes going, oh, they can all bat. We haven't got no bowlers yet.
Yeah.
But it's really impressive.
It's
really
great, right?
impressive.
It's really
Yeah.
good.
Some blokes have had some really, really good years, and guys that you wouldn't have known had done as well as they have.
Yeah.
You know, they've had success, but you don't realise how well they've gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The quiet success.
And I think some of the awards on the awards night will be quite interesting because, I mean, we've got stats in front of us, but
yeah, I don't think it's all going to be.
Now it's like, shit.
Yeah, you know
I
how.
didn't think that was going to go that way, you know?
Yeah, so in years past, like when you look at the awards, it's been like batting average, batting aggregate, or whatever, the same person. It still could be this year, but I think there'll be more variety in our trophy night, which is really good, right? And the guys, should be.
Well, it should be. It looks that way on.
Yeah, we don't know, but just by looking at the stats, this is what we believe could be the way.
And you were saying, Gaz, before the podcast, that when you did it that last time on the other podcast, you touched on it earlier, that it was a lot more difficult, and we went through some of the stats. You said there were 8 players scoring 300 or more runs, whereas before there was 2 or 3, which was a massive surprise to me. But then you think about it and you go, well, yeah, the club had a pretty average year. We weren't performing anywhere near the level we are now. We didn't have the same amount of players, and so the runs were few and far between back then. But you don't really think about it now. That the club's going all right, you go, that seems about right. But
that's it.
It's good to know how far the club's come in such a short amount of time, and how many blokes are in the conversation.
And the quality's obviously picked up as well.
Yeah.
You know? So, you know, that depth, and it's massive difference.
Yeah.
Massive difference.
No, exactly. And this is
quite impressive, to be honest. If you sit down and have a really good look at it, it's quite impressive.
Yeah, well, we were talking about the 200 plus runs. I don't know if we have the number on it, but there would be a fair amount of players on this list that have scored over 200.
Yeah, I think it goes down to about 17 or 18, which is almost 2 teams worth of players scoring over 200, which is pretty handy, right? It's just going to be a very interesting talk. So before we get into it, just a caveat for the people listening, right? There, as we mentioned at the top, there are 65 players to choose from. This is 19
players. How 200 or more.
Yeah, and
not bad.
No, it's bloody awesome.
Shit.
Yeah. So this is we will debate this out. There are going to be there's only 12 spots to fill. There is going to be some harsh calls, as in missing out on the team. But look, we're trying our best. Everyone's going to have a different opinion of this. And be, once the pod goes out, put who you think your 11, not necessarily, well, you're going to do it in a roundabout way, but like, give us your 12. If you think, give us your 12. I guess whatever we choose tonight stands, but, engage with us, right? It's not to make anyone angry. This is something that we want to do for you guys and like for ourselves and some entertainment on the pod. So we're trying our best. Honestly, you should see the paperwork we've all got in front of us to go through this, right? We're not just winging it. There's some real thought gone into this. So, it's a massively tough task.
Absolutely.
But it's one that I think, we've all come in with a smile going, shit, this is going to be hard, but it's one that, we're keen to look into. All right. So as we mentioned at the start, the rules of the night are 5 batsmen, 1 all-rounder, 1 keeper, 4 bowlers, and then the 12th man can be whatever, right? We'll just discuss. Okay, so that's the format of the night. We'll go through the batters first, into the keeper, into the all-rounder, into the bowlers. Now, to start off the selection of the team, we have each been given the task to choose 5 locks, what we're calling locks, and all of us have to agree on that player to make that player then automatically locked into the team of the year. If only 2 of us have that player in our 5 locks, they're not automatically in the team. They will just be discussed amongst, later on through the process. All right. So everyone here got the rules?
Yep. Yeah,
Every-
may
No,
still
no,
get in,
mate,
but
Yeah, may get in, but you're just
Yeah.
not a lock. So these are the
Yeah.
locks. All three of us have to agree on that same person to absolutely get into the team.
yeah,
If you don't get all three, you're not straight in. You'll
Yeah.
be discussed later to see.
wiggle your
and
way in
yeah,
down the track.
yeah, and you still might not like you might be a lock on someone's thing and not make the team. We just don't know how it's gonna
Yeah.
how it's gonna thing, and we're not gonna go. Okay, well we had 2 locks on that. Once the locks are done, that it's over. We can't refer to well you had 2. We both had him. Why isn't he in? It's no, they're out. Of
I
the,
wonder if the numbers will do the talking or if it's best sales pitch.
Well, yeah.
Might have to-
Well, once
How convincing can
once
we
it
be?
comes in, we can't change our locks. We've all written them, so
But outside of that,
it's just going to be debated pretty fiercely. And Huey's already given me the eye, so
Yeah, he's ready, isn't he?
yeah, he's locked in. Okay, so how we're going to start this is locks, right? We're going to do what
We
we
should have done a 1 day side as well.
would have helped.
Even a T20 side
Yeah.
would be fun
Well,
to
we
line
should have
up, I
stopped
reckon.
there.
Yeah, we
This
should have
one
done it.
done
We
first.
should have done a 4th 11.
Fourth 11.
Yeah, get everyone
We
in.
could have just rearranged the whole lot.
Yeah, that's it. All right, so we're going to do for the locks. We're going to start now, and we're going to do it as a snake draft. All right. So Jakey's going to go first pick, then Huey, then me, then Huey. So unfortunately, Jakey, through that rule, you only get 1 pick in the lock category.
Yep.
Yep. Huey gets 2. I get 2. It's just the way the snake goes.
that's
You go.
fine.
You go first. So Jakey, you're on the clock. Who is your first lock?
Well, considering I've only got the 1, I'm going to take the pick that I know we'll all have, and that would be the skipper of the first grade, Brodie McGee.
Huey?
Yep.
Yep. Brodie McGee, you are in. Hang on. For the delay, I'll kind of talk while I write. All right. So, Brodie, well done, mate. You are in to the team. All right. Huey, you were given 5 locks. Who's the one that you want to present to the team?
Well, I can't go past the great man, Mr. Demon. T. Demon for me.
Yeah, he's in for me.
Yep, in for me.
All right. So, Tony is the next entrant into the team. Okay, you can be taken off. Okay, all right. So because I got 2, I'll go 1 here. My first one, because I got 2 in a row here. I'm going to go Paul Krautman. Jakey.
I don't have him as a lock.
I don't have him as lock either.
Oh, there you go. So Paulie, you will be discussed at a later point. You are, yeah. So you still obviously chance for the team. You're just not the lock. So we've got 2. My next lock for the one I'll go is Sohail Butt.
Yep,
Jake?
he's in there for mine.
Yep.
As a lock.
Yes, mate. Same with me.
Okay. All right. So Butt is in, and then Huey, your next choice.
Is Waff.
Not in mine.
What? One moment, please. No, not a lock for me.
Actually, we'll just keep instead of that. We'll keep going until you got
Until we get there.
you got no other
Yep.
until you got no other
All
players.
right.
I think that's how it should have gone. So who's your next lock that hasn't been crossed off already?
I'll go to the bowlers. I've got a fuck.
In no.
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 All right, not a lock.
Not as a lock.
Not a
Yeah.
lock. So you don't. Yeah, he's out. Yeah. Oh yeah, I get you. I get what you're doing. I'm sorry, I'm looking at Huey's notes here.
Fucking.
No. Huey, have you got any more left in your locks?
I do. I have. Glenn. Pain.
Not in mine.
Oh, he's in mine.
Not in mine.
Okay. Harsh.
All right, I'm out.
I'm out as well now.
I'm out now.
You're out.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, there we go. So we got 3 out of 5. We're thinking 4, but
I
okay.
did
Well,
say 3 minimum.
yeah. But we're thinking differently.
It's like playing fucking cards.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. So our locks after our first little bit there is Brodie McGee, Tony Denman, and Sohail Butt. Any just initial thoughts there, Jakey?
Yeah, well, it's interesting because some of these locks are in my side. They just weren't in as a lock.
Yeah.
So
Now we're not allowed to
I'm
refer
not.
to locks anymore.
You talking
Yeah.
about locks or discuss?
Discuss.
Yes.
But they've made my final team. Like I've drafted up a final team,
So have I.
and they're in it, but they weren't in there as a lock. I thought,
Okay.
You know, we only had 5 locks, so
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Huey, your initial thoughts?
No, I think it's pretty fair. I thought there's definitely going to be a couple that are, we'd have to discuss. Just the way we all think about the game, I suppose.
Yeah, that's it. So, all right, I'll start and just think you've got Tony Denman, you've got Sahal Butt.
I have.
All right, so Brody McGee got in with 716 runs at an average of 65.09, 12 wickets at an average of 25.67, and 5 catches. So he would have also qualified for the all-rounder spot, but now there's one less all-rounder in the mix. All right, Jakey, tell us about Tony.
Well, everyone knows the season he's had with the ball. Numbers, 54 wickets he ended up with for the season. And that in itself is pretty good, but the average is almost better. It's 8.61 for his average. So very good going for Tone there. With the batted down the order, he made a total of 67 runs with an average of 11.17 throughout the year.
Very nice work, Tone. Huey, take us. Why did you think Sahal Butt got the mention?
Well, straight up, scored 689 runs at an average of 43.
Yeah.
And to open the batting, that's going right.
It's pretty good.
I reckon.
Yeah.
It's very good. And he missed out a few times as well.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty handy with the gloves as well, no?
does he
Does he?
Does he
I
keep-
thought he did.
Was his
I might be
catches?
wrong, I don't know.
Oh, no, maybe not. I'm looking at the
4
catches. Now.
catches.
4.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Well, you can't go past that.
No, that's
nearly
a-
700 runs.
Yeah, it's an incredible effort. This is going to take one more question for you before we go on to the next bit,
How
right?
long have we got?
Now,
Yeah, go on.
Brody McGee, right?
Mm.
Yeah, qualifies for the all-rounder.
I think I know where you're going with that.
Do we put him as our all-rounder?
I think you worry about it when you get to it.
Okay.
See what else is on the.
Okay.
On the
I
list.
thought I'd just put it there.
No, don't.
I thought I'd put it there. We've got so including Brody, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that qualified for the all-rounder spot, and we'll as when we get to that thing, we'll let you know a couple of real close ones that were very unlucky not to yeah. So yeah, very good. Okay, so after that, okay, so we're just going to put him as a batter at this stage, right? So we've got
Rhodes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
if we're not going to make the decision, all right, because that means we've got 3 bats left to choose.
So where are we putting him as a bat?
Well, let's get our 11,
Okay.
Yeah, get the
11 and the
first,
12,
right?
and then we'll look at an order.
Right.
So we've got 3 bats to go. I'm going to let you guys drive this in a way, as in where you want to go, because I think that's just a fair way to go. So where do we look now? I think the best way to go about it would be if Brody's going to stay in the batting position, he would look at number 3. Probably body bats at 3.
So we are talking positions now.
Yeah, I think we're going to talk positions now because I think we've got to, right? Because this will be the way we sort out the rest of the team.
Yeah,
Righto.
I
Right.
think has to be 3. I've done mine in order of batting as well. It's definitely 3.
Yeah,
I've
at
done
3.
one as well, and if not 3 for me.
Where'd you have him?
Well, if I can get it, I'll tell you.
Huey forgot his notes, so
Running off
the
the
lovely
phone.
Tracy has been emailing him or sending texts of his
Lovely
notebook.
Trace. I had him at 4.
Okay. Where? What does he do on weekends?
The games I've played with him, batted 3, and then the last couple games in the finals, he had Jimmy go ahead of him, and he did bat 4.
Yeah.
But I like it. 3.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're liking the 3. I think we've got to choose this position.
Do we have to do it now, though?
Well, it makes it to me. It makes a difference, right? Because are we looking for another opener?
We are.
No matter what, we're looking for an opener, aren't we?
We are. Absolutely,
All
we
right.
are.
Okay. So let's work that. Okay. So he's going to be Brody's basically going to be 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
not opening.
Hypothetically,
Going to be 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's look for. I think now let's look for an opener. Now the candidates for the opening is really would be Praveen, still left if you're looking at the opening players for the year. Then you got Paul Krautman would be the other one. Now I think obviously Sahal Butt opened, so that's going to be his position that he goes with. I'm sure he opened pretty much the year with Abasi, but we can look at these stats. Who opened with Peck?
Towards the end of the season, it was Ramesh.
All right. There'll be a little bit of silence every now and then as we look for the players on our list.
It'd be under Mohammed Kazmi.
Hang on. All right. So he got 181 runs. Still not bad. 181 runs at a 15.08. And then down in the bottom grade, I don't know really who opened in thirds with Saba. I think that probably did change around a little bit. You can correct us if I'm wrong, but nothing has really stood out. And I think the other one would be Poodles. Every time he's batted, he's opened. But I think he scored
190? 190 something?
191 at 21.22. Okay. Huey, thoughts? Who are you tossing up to have that other opening spot?
Oh, I'm not tossing up.
Okay, who have you got?
Paulie. Straight up.
Paulie.
I think
Krautman.
it's good to chat about the locks that some of us had that we didn't all have, and Paulie being one of them. I did have Paulie in my side as an opener. He just wasn't a lock.
Yeah.
So I would agree with Huey there. I would have Paulie opening.
Yeah, I'd like to. Paulie, we've not been to, but Paulie was a lock of mine, so I totally agree. At 409 runs at 31.46, I think he's had a ripping year. So close coming in this position. It's not often we've had 3 real quality openers throughout the grades, right? Peck's had an amazing season.
Absolutely, and don't forget that he won man of the match in the one-day final for his innings.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was 51 not out.
Yeah, and they weren't included necessarily in the total.
That's a good feather in your cap,
Exactly.
He did really well.
Yeah,
so.
and so Peck got 297 at 21.21. Awesome season, right? Did it the hard way, come up all the way through, finished the season off really well. But yeah, my vote. If we're all in agreement, I think Paulie Krautman gets the other opening spot.
Sounds good.
All right, so we've got our 4th player entering.
You're writing all that down, Gaz?
Yeah.
Good boy.
Cool. All right. So now I'm going to cross these off on my list up here as well, so I don't have to worry about looking at them. Brady McGee. Who was their other one? Sahal Butt. Good. All right. So we've got 2 more bats to choose.
We also have one more all-rounder, don't we?
Who's that?
We've got Paulie as not all-rounder, opener.
Yeah, so both your openers are done now.
Done.
Both. Who was the other opener?
Sahal Butt.
Oh, we're opening him, are we?
Well, you opened all year.
Okay.
Why
do you disagree?
I had him as a lock in the side. I didn't have him opening.
Where did you have him?
I had him batting 5.
So who did you pick as your other opener? Are we allowed to ask?
Yeah.
Praveen.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's another discussion point then. If
Yeah.
I didn't have him with open.
No, I didn't have him. I didn't have him as opening. Can all right. Well,
are we going to 3 now?
3 what?
Number 3.
Well, we'll go into our next bat, but I think Jakey has a 30-second spiel to get us over the line.
Does he?
Well, does he?
Does he?
Well, the way I'm thinking about it, so Sahal Butt obviously goes into the side as a lock based off how many runs he's scored.
Yep.
Scored a few tons, had a great year. He's done it in our 3rd grade, which is not taking anything away from his runs. It's still a cracking effort. But the way Praveen's gone about opening in the top grade, for me, I would love to keep Sahal in because he's a lock, but have him down the order and have Pekka opening. Because Pekka has opened for only the second half of the season.
Yep.
Brody threw him there. Took it on board. batted fantastic. Second half of his season was the better half of his season, and even like the grand final, for example, he made 12 runs only, but he was the only one that faced more than 20 balls that day, and he faced 5 times more. He faced 104.
Balls, yeah.
So he's batted really well. He is a consistent opening bat. Like if you have him and Paulie go out there together, they both bat pretty similar, fairly slow, but they take the shine off the ball. You have them open and get through 20 overs, and then have Brody come in at 3, and Sahale Butt later at 5 to swing the bat, because that's what he does. He gets his eye in and then just has a bit of a swing. So being at number 5 would have to be better than opening for me, I reckon.
I'll have to cut you off there, Jakey. That was in advance of
You've
your
gone over
30 seconds. He really loves you, Peck. Take that on board, mate. Take that on board. Huey, does that sway you?
No.
And
I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
I've got a different view to that.
Yeah, so let's all have fun with this, right? We're all putting our cases forward, so don't take it.
Number 3 now.
Yeah, we're going.
Three?
Yeah, we're going for our
Wants to
number
get
3.
this number 3 out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going for Praveen at 3.
Oh.
Because my theory is if Butt goes in, he's aggressive, goes after the ball,
And Paul's
Paul's
on
a
the other
bit
end.
more steady. You know, if he fails, well, you know you got some backup there with Praveen coming in at 3. That was my theory.
I don't mind it at all because it keeps both of them in the side. So,
That was my theory with him. Can't leave him
but
out.
I had Brody at 3 initially. But again, would be happy to push him.
Yeah, we can. I like the thought you've got there. Can we just hold off?
And my other theory is if Broads goes to 4, the same. If one of those 2 boys gets out, well, you still got someone that's aggressive, will go after the ball, but someone that's still going to be, going to hold the other end up and play the ball around. So
Yeah, I probably like Broads more at 4, only because you never know. You could be a first ball out, right?
Well,
Not that he can't
never know
face.
what's going to happen.
No, not that he can't, like, obviously face a new ball, but I just like the idea of holding him back, and that's why I think 4 for me. But I mean, we'll get to the order. All right. Well, look, I'm not sold until we look at other stuff for number 3.
Right.
So Praveen. So my challenges to Praveen would be, this is pretty hard. I would have suggested Jimmy, but I mean, he might be in the keeper discussion, but there's no guarantee he gets the spot there. Then, like, 3's hard. Like, Pete Denman scored 295 runs this year. So that's hard to miss. Even Ado scored 325, right? And he legitimately bats at around that 3 mark.
Well, he opens.
Well, he opens.
Yeah, but I mean, he would also be pretty handy. Like, he hasn't he'd be handy coming in at 3.
Yeah.
There's so many.
8 blokes.
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting you know.
Well, why don't we discuss
If that's what you based it on. If you base it on that, we got 8 blokes who can bat at 3.
Daffy was a lock for Huey. Why don't we discuss? Or was it you?
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was a lock for me as well. So why don't we discuss him at 3 or 4?
Don't
Not
want
for
him.
me.
Don't want him at 3.
No.
Nah.
All 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Scratch that. No, I won't.
It's all right.
No, this is-
spend 2 minutes.
No.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So neither of you can really be moved off Praveen.
No, I like him, mate. I like him there. He's steady. He's good. I think
he's done enough this
he's
year
done
to
enough.
be in a team.
Yeah, I'm with you.
for sure.
I'm with you. Yeah.
All right. So, Praveen, welcome to the.
You're not sold, Gaz?
I kind of had Praveen unfortunately missing out, and then not knowing where to put him. I had him in my candidacy for that 12th man spot. I know 12 man you don't, but in our game, you get to potentially bat, right, and someone else doesn't have to. So that's where I kind of fit him in, right. I think he's such an opener, right, that I didn't know where else to put him if he wasn't going to open, and I didn't have him in my top 2 openers. So that's where then I didn't know where to put him. I've got a lot of time. Praveen's one of my favourite, right? It's not any. I just didn't know where with his batting style. I didn't know if it fit anywhere because just say right. So I'll put a game scenario to you.
Well, say just hold you up there. So But he would have to make the side. So even if you didn't ban him at 3, he's in the side.
Yeah, well
He
then
has to be in the side.
Yeah. Well, then the only place for me would be 12th man.
Okay.
But I wouldn't know. We're not there yet.
No,
As in, so I don't know.
Rearrange it.
Yeah. So I don't know. But
he's in the side.
yeah, well, he's not even a lock for my side. I mean, no, not a lock. Like as in to make the final 12, and purely because if in a game sense, right, we get to say he's in year 11.
Yes.
Right, and you get to 25 overs, and Sahel, Butt, and Paulie have dominated, right? And we're now 1 for 100 off say what are we playing, a 72 over game, right? Say we're 1 for 100 off 30. Is Pekka going in next?
Yeah, because I think you've got players below him that can still push along.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We come.
They have 2 blokes going to hit the fucking.
I'm with you there, Gary.
No.
If he's in the side, I think he opens.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
I don't think there's another spot for him.
Well, yeah, I do, but
I mean, I'm not being harsh because I've got him in my squad. He's just opening for me. If he wasn't opening, if there were 2 blokes ahead of him for those opening spots, unfortunately, I don't know that I do have him elsewhere over the blokes.
I can't put Sahel Butt there because he didn't open. He did not.
I sort of disagree
open.
with Jakey because I wouldn't have Butt down at order at 5 because I think there's other blokes that can.
Yeah, and he made all his runs at opening, right? So you got to take a little bit of that into consideration. Like from my point of view, look, I'm happy to put.
Let's just write it down. Let's move along.
All right, no worries.
It's fucking 10 o'clock before we get past 5.
Yeah, well, we're at the 31-minute mark already, and we've got five out of our 12. All right, so
that's good going.
Yeah. Right. So number 5. This would be an interesting position. There is a lot of players you could go with here. We'll do a bit of a round table. I'll go to Jakey first. Who would be this is the last batting spot. This is the last batting spot. Who have you got?
Yeah, there's one player that goes in this position, and it's Daffy. I don't think anyone else takes that spot.
Hewey?
Well, I've got 2.
Yeah, okay.
Can I say 2? Am I allowed?
Yeah, no. Yeah. I'm asking.
I've got Daff as well. And Chimera.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, coming. So, looking at Chimera's, he's had another cracking year. I just didn't. This is where we can just get in trouble, right? I didn't necessarily have him in my side, right? We're going basing a lot of our decisions on stats, right? But it's not the be all and end all, right?
I agree with that,
right? Because otherwise, you just go, okay, the top 5 run scorers, the top 4 wicket takers, and then work it out from there, right? So my thing with, all right, I'll get myself in trouble here. Mm-hmm. So my thing with Glenn, I didn't have him as a lock. I think you both did. Both you did.
Yeah.
He could go down to the keeper spot. He could. He could
almost be your all rounder.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't put that in, but I mean, if you do 10 catches, you could do that. Yeah.
So we can keep. We know we can keep.
Yeah, so you could have him there, and he's taking the 13 catches, so he qualifies, right?
Need bowl. For the all rounder, don't you have to bowl?
We could use it as a keeper, though.
Well,
but
was Adam Gilchrist an all rounder?
Yeah.
He didn't bowl.
Yeah. I mean, keeper's a specialised position, so I guess you.
Bat.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't get in on that.
Wow, you play so hard.
Oh, well, hold on a minute.
Hey, the season is. How many fucking players we got here? I'm going to lose it and walk out and go, fuck the team of the year. I've had enough.
No, this is the way we're going.
Discuss the all-rounders last week and say that it was 10 wickets and 100 runs. Was that not... How all of a sudden has a keeper come into conversations for all-rounder when 10 wickets was on the card?
Yeah, okay. All right. No, fair enough, Jakey. Fucking sit down. Jakey just stood over both of us with a raging fist and just sat us back down. All right, I'll just run another couple, and this is a little bit stats based, I guess. But Niall Khan still got 364 runs at an average of 31.
Well, so did Mohammed
Shiraz. Yeah, and then you got
He's in
Ado,
there
and
as
still
well,
got
don't
Ado,
we?
right? So there's going to be players that are missing out, right? So, and we mentioned this before we started the pod. You got Stephen Dack. Now, I played some cricket with Dacky, right? And you just know when he comes into that spot around number 5 that, mate, he's an absolute talent, right? So he scored 219 runs at 36.5. Now, I want you to take, for our listeners at home, take into account that he missed games through injury, and because of the dominance of our second team, there were so many games that he wasn't needed, or he would have got a few not outs, I'm guessing, through that, and like a 10 not out, right? Because once you pass the score, you shut shot, right? So I'll ask you, Hugh, from playing in that grade, is Dacky a missed opportunity? As in, if you guys weren't as dominant, you don't know for sure, right? If you guys weren't so dominant, do you think he sits now into 350 runs?
Absolutely.
From the year he's had watching him bat, right? If you guys needed more from him, I'm guessing he probably would have provided it, right?
Yeah. And there's a couple of games there he was rolled along beautiful and just got sort of got himself out.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was because of the competition.
Yeah.
The team we were playing at the time, just not on it.
Yeah, or like you're only 10 runs short, right? So you go for a little hit instead of playing properly, right?
Exactly
instead of
right.
needing 200 more.
Yeah.
So he's just
a gun, mate. He's a gun.
Yeah, so that's just something. Yeah. Now, Mohammed Yusuf, with an average of almost 40, didn't only make 200 runs. I don't know necessarily as much about his.
How he bats?
Yeah, or like his, I know a bit more about like Dacky's circumstance. I don't know if we know more about his circumstance. Why it's a high average, right? Is that just a lot of like lower order not outs? Yeah, no, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, so I guess the guy I'm putting to 5 that I want you guys to consider with Glenn and Chimera would be Dacky.
Yeah.
Yep.
To consider. Now, I understand it's almost impossible to leave Glenn out at 507 runs. But I just we're here to acknowledge as well.
100%.
Is there any way that you couldn't put Glenn at this next spot? Would you be dropping the mic saying, this is fucked, I'm out of here, if Glenn doesn't get this spot?
I don't believe him.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, no, but put it like that, right? Is it that
It hurt.
you would be no, he is 5.
Put it this way, it hurt me to leave Dacky out of my squad because I love the way he goes about it. And I was saying to Huey before the pod, he's just consistent as.
Yeah.
Like pretty much every time I looked at the second side's scorecard for a week, Dacky was in the 30s with runs, if not more.
Yep.
And the way he goes about it is great. It's perfect for that spot, so I completely get what you're saying. But I just didn't have him because I like the value of Jimmy as a keeper. And I get that Daffy could fill that spot as keeper and bat as well and be just as valuable. But the only thing that differentiated Jimmy and Daffy for me was Jimmy's keeping.
Yeah.
Is just unreal.
Okay.
So that was the only reason I had Daffy in as that last bat.
Hugh, thoughts? Just, agree with Jakey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely could have Dacky in, I think. I haven't.
Yeah.
I could definitely have him in. Love playing with the bloke. He's unreal. He's great to play with, everything like that, and just does his job week in, week out.
Yeah.
And nothing phases him. He just does it, Quality, I reckon. Yeah, it's a hard one.
I guess that sort of flows on to
But
the
Glenn's,
conversation of the keeper.
I actually think Glenn's got to be in.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think
that's
he
a tough
has
one.
to be in
I think
as well.
Glenn's got to be in.
Can we skip 2 then, right? And can we have the discussion now about the keeper?
Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
Now, I would have had Jimmy as my keeper.
Same.
Okay, then there you go.
Yeah.
If you guys look, and I'm not against GGP as being the 5, right? I'm trying to create the chat around it, right?
Yeah,
I think he very much deserves it, and I don't think anyone could fault him being in the team, right? And
No.
he was a lock for two of you, right? So
Yeah.
he's dead set. Like
he's dead set quality.
Yeah.
Can play.
Yeah.
The kid, so you can't leave him out.
And I think, like what you're saying with Daffy earlier, I think there's been quite a few games where Daffy's hit the winning runs and he's been not out at the end of the day and could have gone on with it and scored more.
Yeah.
And again, the talent of that side, some games he was batting down the order with Jared a little bit.
And I think Tone was just trying to
share around,
not play some games, but and protect them a little bit. They do some serious damage down
Yeah,
the order.
No. All right, so I think we can put that one in. So GGP, Glenn Gillett Payne, moves into our fifth and final bat.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's move into
did you honourable mentions about?
Yeah, we'll go through some honourables, I think, at the end.
Because there's some boys there that, think, holy shit.
Yeah. No, let's go through some now.
Well, Muhammad Shiroz, straight up.
Yeah.
Nile.
Yeah, that's 335 at 47.86.
That's tough, mate. That is really tough.
Oh, man.
I've got them on my list straight up. Yeah. Straight away. I just thought, at one stage there I've got, let me think. Let me see. At one stage I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blokes for one spot.
Yeah.
5 blokes for one spot.
Okay. So
and that would be, I don't mind saying them, Chimera, Glenn.
Yeah, Chimera's unlucky. Shit.
Muhammad Shiroz.
Yeah.
Nile. And Daki.
Yeah. Any chance Shiroz
at 6
takes Pekka's spot?
Batting at 6.
Not for me.
Yeah.
No, not for me. Sorry. Only because of where he played and the grade he played, the quality.
Yeah.
Pekka in our top side, opening the batting, facing the best bowlers in our grade with a new ball and batting the way he did.
Yeah.
Pekka.
And even the guy with the hardest name to say in this club, it's the shortest name, Ajo Joy.
Yeah.
Like had a good year, 228.
His presence never did.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Even Hassan Fazan, 250. Like, guys, I think what we want to do is just commend you guys on all these guys on a tremendous year. As we said, we had 19 guys over 200 runs, and then we got 1, 2, and 3 in the 190s after that. I mean, it's been a long time since we've been able to achieve that, and we're looking for 5 bats basically out of 22.
Well, there's 19, but 19 guys that have scored over 200.
Yeah. So we're just, we're fitting positionally as well. This is a tough task. Remember to comment once we put the team up on the, after the podcast. We'll also put a post with the team. Hey, just remember we've tried our best, and if you just look at the post that we put up without hearing the pod, you're doing yourself a disservice, because we've thought about it. We haven't just sat here and just gone nah, he's in. We've had good discussion, and so that's our 5. We'll come to the order in a little bit, but well done to Broads, Sahal Butt, Paul Krautman, Praveen Ekanyak, and Glenn Gillett Payne. So well done, top 5 bats for the year. I don't see now they're locked in, so we can't come back. They are locked in. So well done.
Happy with that?
Yeah,
that's the top 5 in my team. So yeah.
All right. So there we go. Don't look at his cheat sheet, Hewey. Yeah. Hey, get your own opinions, mate.
I have. I don't agree.
All right.
I agree. Anyway,
Okay.
So that's the name of the game, isn't it?
Yeah. This is pretty good. So all right, let's go to the all-rounder spot. Right now, before
all-rounder spot.
Yep, number 6.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll just honourable mentions that just missed out on our criteria. H, 231 runs and 9 wickets. So just missed out. And then we had Jared Ryan, 97 runs and 14 wickets. And Muhammad Abbasi, 93 runs and 15 wickets. So you're still in contention for the bowling side, but just unfortunately didn't meet the criteria for the all-rounder award. We ended up with we ended up with 7 all-rounders, but one of them's now gone in the batting lineup at this stage. So Brody is out. So of our all-rounders, we have Chimera, who was 439 runs at 33.77 and 11 wickets at 26.82. Then we had Peter Denman, 295 runs at 22.69, 17 wickets at average of 18.71. Then Mohammad Kazmi with 181 runs, 15.08 with 18 wickets and at 15.11. Followed by Mohammad Ubaid, 124 runs at 12.4, 11 wickets, 27.09 on the average. Harris Sahale, which surprised me that, I hadn't heard a lot. I played some cricket with Harris, but didn't know that he played as much this year, but obviously he did. And he was 117 runs at 10.64, 13 wickets at 9.15. Also took 6 catches, so that's pretty good. And then the last one is Afaq, also got into the all-rounder spot. But he's already... No, he wasn't. Sorry, he wasn't. So he got 102 runs at 17 average with 38 wickets at 11.47. Now, just remember, gents, we are selecting the all-rounder. We haven't got to the bowlers yet. As always, we can discuss a little bit further down without... getting too deep into it, but that is a pretty impressive all-rounder. Now, for me, I had Afaq as a lock, as a bowler, without necessarily realising, even though I did the stats, that he was in the all-rounder spot. So to me, I think he's just going to be selected further down and going to be a handy 8-9 bat. That's just, for me, if we even choose him as a bowler. So if you didn't have him in your bowling side, this is where you want to get him in. But I think this comes down to, personally, Chimera or Pete. And I know we weren't going based totally on stats, but just the amount of runs and comparative wickets. So they got a little bit less wickets than
well, you got to decide whether you
Mohammad Kazmi,
batting all-rounder or bowling all-rounder.
Yes. So at the top 5, we've got Broads who can bowl a bit of spin, and that's it. So what do you think we need, a bowling all-rounder or a batting all-rounder at this point? Thoughts? Let's do stunned silence here.
Well, to be honest,
that comes down to lots of different things.
Yeah, but we're choosing a team. So West Coast, the other pod, right? They're going to say, well, we've got a better team of the year. Let's challenge. All our guys are open. What are we going with now? Now we could probably play 11 bowlers, but what are we doing?
I would say I've got Chimera as well as my all-rounder, and I would say that you could play him as either.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he may not have bowled as many overs as Pete this year.
Yeah, you couldn't find the overs, which is strange.
I played a lot of games with Pete this season, and it was very enjoyable playing alongside him. But yeah, Chimera, his bowling is great. He just puts it on the spot. He only comes off the short run, but it's quick. He puts it on the spot. He generally doesn't get hit for many runs at all. So if you needed a bowling all-rounder, you could technically play him as one.
And he can
just bloody bat, and you can't take it away from him. So
yeah, you're right.
You're on the air, mate.
What he's saying, it's like,
Okay. Well, who else do you have?
No one. Those two. That's about it.
Chimera
When you go through it, there's either one that leans too far one way or not enough the other, or vice versa. We could compare the runs and stuff. So, you know what? I haven't seen much only at training, but I've played with Pete. I know what he's like. Steady. I mean, he scored 300 runs.
Yeah.
And got 18 wickets, was it?
Yeah, 17.
17 wickets. I lean towards Pete.
It's a tough one. I think if I was going, I think I'm leaning more.
I think that's what gets Pete into the team because when you look at bowling figures as we get down the list a bit, there's guys that got more wickets.
Yeah,
but they're nowhere near as close on runs.
No, and I guess Chimera just makes the the cut
criteria with
with the 11 wickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, I guess the pace would be, but it's not about that.
It's not about that.
No. Let's say both of them were in the same team though. Who gets more overs out of the two then? Because I know Pete's bowled more for the season, played a fair bit in H grade, and a little bit towards the end in E grade, whereas Chamira's been top grade all year. If they're both in the team, who bowls more out of the two of them?
How many overs does Chamira get with the games that you're playing?
About 6, 7 overs maybe. But don't forget that's in top grade where a fuck's bowling 20 overs and would bowl 40 if he could. So, him and a Bussy open and just bowl. Yeah. They bowl about 10 each. That one spell alone.
I guess my initial, if you just go and bang make a choice, it's Chamira, right? But I can see the argument.
Oh, I can see it absolutely as well. Pete for me was really unlucky to miss my team, but yeah, Chamira, like he played that association grand final at the Wacker. It would be very hard to leave him out of our team of the year when he's played that game. Considered one of the best players in the association and doesn't make the cut for Balga's team of the year.
All right, so 660. Yeah.
Yeah,
Chamira.
I agree with you, but I'm still leaning towards Pete. I don't think that's what it's about.
No, but
it's definitely not about that.
It's the
So one catch. Pete's got 2 catches. Did that change your opinion?
Me?
No. Do we? All right.
No, I'm not. But what do you think? Do you think Chamira?
I think I'm leaning
Chamira.
Same.
Chamira?
Yeah.
All right. Chamira, you are the all-rounder.
This fucking squad's going to have 15 blokes in it. It'll be a touring party.
We could put this on the road. You want to play our best? You want to play our team of the year?
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we could send this team to the that Bali, the Bali thing, and make sure they represent us well. All right. So now we go our keeper, and I think we've kind of had that discussion. So who would be? So Glenn's out. So you got Jimmy, Brownie, and who's the keeper for thirds?
Well, I thought it was Hale, but obviously not.
Yeah, I can't.
I think, or even in the stats, Trev's taken a stumping. Did he keep?
He was behind the stumps. No.
Fazan Hussain. 15 catches he took for the season, I imagine.
Oh, that's a good get.
Yeah.
I don't really know, to be honest.
I don't know him either, so.
And if it's for he's got 250, so yeah, that probably runs. So he's only 30 behind Jimmy, and a catch more. So it's very close. But like, it's hard to me just to go past Jimmy on this one. I think it's not about there's got to be deciding factors, right? When you got like things like this, and I guess it's just so close. So you got to have certain distinguishing separators between them, and I'm guessing to me, it'll be maybe potentially. I don't like saying it, but Jimmy's playing top grade. Everything he's made the runs in tops.
When you see Jimmy dive down leg side to stop one from a fuck bowling 130 k's, you're pretty confidently picking Jimmy, I think.
Yeah, and I mean
that was the decider between Jimmy and Daffy for me as well, because Daffy would be very handy coming in as a keeper that scored 400 runs as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jimmy's work with the gloves, just elite. You got to have him, I think.
We all kind of agreed on Jimmy before. We still in that same boat.
You know what? I've never seen Jimmy keep, but I've been quite impressed with his growth as a bat. You know, from where he started when the season started, it was just like swing at everything. You know.
Yeah.
But even the last net session, just watching him, you know, he's had some advice here and there, and he takes it on board, and I reckon he's improved out of sight, to be honest.
All right. So we're all in agreement with Jimmy.
Yep.
Okay, this takes us to our bowlers. So we move down the spreadsheet on this one. So we've already got one bowler in Tony Denman, who was one of our locks. After 54 wickets, it's pretty hard to not have.
Write his name down there, mate.
Yeah, it's at the bottom there.
Oh, good boy.
Yeah. So I got him at like
He's batting him at 11.
yeah, well,
Wow, Gav.
yeah, he's made 67 runs.
You can tell him.
Yeah, come on, Tone.
He wouldn't want to bat.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
He wouldn't want to bat.
So that's where our 12th man could jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. 3 bowls. I don't even know where to start necessarily. All right, I'm going to put out. No, it's hard when you don't say like you can't refer back to them. But
I've got to. You're going to say, go on.
You got to have a fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
All agree. Like, sorry, it's just a absolute in, right? Yeah. So, a fuck. Well done. You are in the. Well, you just we'll sort the order, mate. I've written you down at 10. All right. Yeah. All right.
He's probably done listening.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't say that. He loves the show. All right. So.
And then was it Waffa for you that you had as a lock?
Absolutely, mate.
42 wickets. Second
42
page.
Wickets.
Great average too.
Yeah. Yeah, 4th from the top on the second, 5th from the top, 4th from the top on the second page. No?
42 wickets at an average of 9.76.
You're in.
It
was
feels
in the
easy.
I'm big for him. He's yeah. I got no. You're not going to sway me on it.
Not going to sway you.
Well,
40,
I had him
40
in my
wickets,
team. I just didn't have him as a lock. So sort of looking at that, like him, Naz, and Ranger. Surprisingly,
yeah.
Took a lot of wickets, but Waffa. I've seen him at training.
Average.
His bowling is actually very handy. Average is great. 42 wickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to have him.
You know, and they were killing it all year, and he was doing a fair bit of damage along the way. So, that's only my opinion. I think he needs to be in.
All right. Well done, Waff. You make the team. All right. Now we've got one bowler left. Now, we've got the spin in Tone. We've got a quick. We've got...
spin.
We've got spin in Tone, right?
Right.
Yeah. We've got a quick and a fart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got Waff, that's just a nice little medium pacer.
You need another opening bowler.
And then you've got Broads, who can also bowl a bit of spin if you need to. And Chimera with a bit like Waff, like that kind of same bowler. So what are we looking for? I think we're probably looking for another opening.
I think so.
With a bit of pace. You agree?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Any suggestions?
Yeah, I'm going to throw one out there.
It doesn't necessarily have to.
No, not quick. No. We're just looking at
move the ball.
Yes.
A bit,
Seamer.
Bit of seamer or
a
bit of swing.
I'm going to throw one out there. Stats wise, like his the amount of wickets he's taken for the season isn't right up there with the best. Neither is his average, but Abassi. No, it's another top grader. It's easy to revert to them, but having played in top grade and watched some of his bowling, he pretty consistently just puts it on the spot. And he's got a bit of pace about him too, but he gets the ball to move, puts it on the spot. He took 15 wickets for an average of 20.07. So stats aren't that bad either. For opening bowlers, I would have him up there for mine.
Are we missing a trick with Naz?
I'm just looking at Naz's name, 33. 33 at 12.
It's not all stats.
No. The other one is like it's hard to go past. As I think you mentioned, Scotty Moore. He's taken 30, but as I said, it's not all based on stats. I'm trying to look through as we go for like a bit of pace. I mean, Jared Ryan had a good finish to the year.
You know what? Now we got in this position now, and we look at the stat sheet, and batting has far outweighed bowling.
It has, hasn't
This
it?
is really sort of.
It's been much easier to
brought it
choose
to
the
the front.
bowling, right?
Absolutely.
Like,
Yes,
we got
correct.
3
Yeah.
pretty conclusive bowlers.
Yes, very much so.
See, so to me, like,
It's very. I know what you're going to say. It's very hard to leave Naz out.
and even I'm thinking the same with Scotty. I don't mind your suggestion of.
But if you think about facing these guys in the nets, would you rather face Naz or a Bussy? Because I love Naz, but fuck, I'd rather face him.
Yeah.
I'd much rather face him.
Yeah. I don't know. Do we a little
But
bit?
then again, like you could say that if we're talking net sessions, you could say that about Obey.
Don't talk net session.
Because Obey bowls great
Doesn't
in
count.
the nets, but when it
That
goes
doesn't-
out to the
yeah.
field,
Doesn't.
That's why it doesn't count.
yeah. You take into both. I've seen a Bussy in the games, and it's cracking bowling. Having him open with a Bussy is with the fuck.
All right. So, can I draw your attention to page 3?
Page 3.
Page 3. Do we have a page
Don't have
3?
a page 3.
Page 4 then.
We don't have a 4.
Yeah, you
have
will
we?
after that page. No. Lift up, then lift up team of the year. Lift up team of the year.
Oh, Jesus.
Just one page. Come on.
Shut up. Stop
These
being
are
lame.
the comments that were left. You know, because we're struggling a little bit. Maybe is this going to maybe help us out? So we put it up on Facebook and asked for your guys' opinion on anything that you might think. Jimmy had Praveen, which we're in. Kane Bub, Tony Denman. Pete Denman said Tony, Paul, and Brody McGee should be in. All 3 are already in.
Yeah.
Brody's gone. Jimmy, he's in. Waffa. Okay. So, I've kind of cut that off. So he's got Naz.
But
And
don't forget that's coming from Waffa himself.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
already got
Waffa.
Waffa over Naz.
Okay, yep, fair enough. But I'm just saying he also nominated, he thought Naz. Michael Ennis has gone Tony Demrin, Praveen, Brody.
I'm just going to bring this up because I know it looks like it's gone through most relevant comments here in the screenshot. I know Stady did put in a team as well.
Yeah, I think I cut it.
Yeah.
He said it's a
it'd
great
be under
debate between
all
Paul
comments.
and Praveen.
So if I can find it here, I'll get Stady's list up as well.
You're busy to see who he had as that final bowler. What are you leaning towards, Hugh, while Jakey looks that up?
I don't really know.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit thin now. Sorry about that, bang boys.
It's a bit of
that's
a-
a tough one because it really does, and with all due respect, drops off. It drops off.
Tough, yeah.
As far as stats go, performance goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is Pete not in that argument?
Well, he's legitimately in the
definitely can be.
argument. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. That's
So
what Pete's
Stady,
got to be back into it
With-
now.
yeah.
In the argument
Argument.
anyway. You know, I feel.
Stady had Naz and Trey.
Oh, okay. So Trey, I saw him before, 8
8
wickets.
Yep.
32 points. Pretty. I don't know, like, the stats don't scream out to me, right? I know we're not looking just at that, but I'm just saying, like, that, to me,
Even look, this is one out of the air. Look at Hammer. He got 24 wickets. You know. Yeah, I mean you wouldn't, but I don't know. But
Good
you know,
average
there's
as well,
all
Hammer.
that's it. You know.
Yeah, no, definitely shout out to Hammer, but
I know.
yeah.
But it all of a sudden creates the bigger and bigger argument, doesn't it? You're just like,
okay, so
where do we go here.
I'll put 2 to you. My final 2 are going to be Pete or Scott Moore.
Okay.
That's my final 2. As in, that's who I think. I don't know what you like, whether you want to add a third to that we got to consider, but like we're going around here, so we need to narrow down the field, right? So they're 2 I want to add to the field for the last spot.
If I had 2 to choose from, it would be Pete or a Bussy.
Well, if I had to, I would have said Pete and Naz.
So Pete gets it based off that, no?
Yeah, Pete's in.
We've all had Pete in, yeah.
Yep.
Happy with that.
All right. So Pete got the last spot on the main 11, and now that takes us to.
And yet you look at it, I mean, I know Pete's in, but he still made 300 runs for the year as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. There's still 17 wickets, right? It's not that far behind.
Handy 8 or 9 back.
Yeah.
So he comes with advantages, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. 12th man.
Oh, shit, here we go.
Just before we do get into this, I'd just like to mention that Stady in his team of the year had Jay Lincoln down. 12th man. Must have listened to the pod last week when I said spot for the most handsome guy.
Yeah, I'll give him a rap.
Huey. He wasn't in my team.
Well, he wasn't in mine.
I didn't even really have him as an honourable mention.
No.
That's kidding, Jakey. I still didn't have you.
I don't know where Stady actually pulled my name from. He must have listened to the pod last week.
He might have just meant to at you. At Jake Lincoln, this is my team.
I think I was the 19th bloke to get over 200 runs, and I'm meant to be a bowler. So,
all right. So where are we looking? Some of the ones we kind of talked about. You've got Mohammed Shiroz, Niall Khan. You got Abasi and Fazan. You even got H. You got Daki, who we really talked about strongly. Not there. Still potentially in the team. Was it your babe that you were talking about just before? No. Who'd you?
Naz. I was talking.
No, who was your bowler?
Abasi.
Yeah. Could be around there. Jared Ryan. I mean, he came in late, so he's worth thinking about. Then I think when you look at the bowlers, it's probably look at the last three. It's Hammer, Scotty Moore, or Naz really.
Well, I had two for me 12.
Yep.
Well, I actually had more. I had two, but then there's a shitload of honourable mentions.
Yeah.
But, and that was between the great man Dakai or Naz.
All right, Daki or Naz.
You can't have two 12s, unfortunately.
No,
because you go
good.
into a game, you can pick a extra bowl.
Well, yeah. What are your?
So I had two, but that was when I had done my own team before we had actually decided on one.
Same one. I'd already done my side.
The team we've done, I had 10 out of the 11 players in mine.
Yeah.
So the only one that missed was a Bussy, so therefore I probably would put him 12th man.
Yep.
But prior to that, I had either Trey, because I considered the fielding as a big part as well as bowling.
Yeah.
And I also had Osama, because I'd have Tony in there as a medium pacer.
Yeah.
Brody probably doesn't get a bowl in the list that we've created. So therefore, if we needed a spinner, I would have Osama in there.
Osama's an interesting one, isn't he? 14 wickets at 26 and a half.
I know he opened the bowling quite a bit for top grade throughout the year. And I think by his own admission, there were a fair few looseners bowled as well. So his average is 26. But the games I played with him, from what I saw of Osama, it was right. Grand final was, like I said on the podcast last week, he was my pick of the bowlers. He was so good.
Yeah. And then, so when you go with Barsi, he made 252 runs, right? And we know he can bowl, right? It's fuck. Then you got Daki. Naz or Scotty going to be stiff.
The other one
there's a few blokes are going to be stiff. Right?
The other one was Jared. I didn't even consider him for 12th man, but I was looking at him for all rounder, thinking, fuck, he only just missed out.
Yeah.
So he could definitely be another one.
Yeah, but I think kind of based what's in front of him, he's probably he's fits more into the honourable mention category. There's just too many in front, right?
Yeah, and only just in front.
Yeah, only just. I'm just saying, but
there's lots of blokes like that. It's only just in front.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so all right, Hugh, give me one.
Oh, fair income,
or Jakey, give me one. I mean, unless I think the three, right? Oh, fuck. Mohammed Shiroz would have to be the most unluckiest bloke in the world And Noel Khan would have to be fucking up.
It's right next to him, mate. Don't worry.
447.
I just
I'm going Mohammed. I'm going Mohammed Shiraz.
On my notes here, I've got Mohammed Shiraz and Niall right next to each other. These poor buggers have done so well.
I just haven't seen enough of them at training.
I haven't either.
I agree
100% with that. Yeah.
That's the only reason I didn't have them in my list at all, is because I have not seen them at training.
I'm going. My pick's Shiraz actually, with his 4 wickets. So obviously he bowls.
We're going to be here for a long time, then.
And an average of 10 points with a batting average of 47.
I've got 5 blokes here.
So my vote's Mohammed Shiraz.
Mine's not.
Jakey?
No.
Okay. Then my vote is Abassi.
Yeah.
No. I'm trying to set we're trying to get some type of consensus, right? Is it going to be 3 we can get on? Sorry, is there going to be one person you think we can get 3 votes on? Do you think we can all come to consensus? Daki gets it.
Well, he's my pick.
I don't think we're going to get one person.
But I understand your arguments, though.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, I would have a Bussy just based purely off the fact he was in my team and missed. And so, if your vote was a Bussy, I would back that. That's 2 of 3. But there probably is another player where we could 2 out of 3 just kick.
I suppose Abbassi's got his nose in front because he gets wickets. Dak doesn't bowl.
Yeah, and he has made more runs this year, than Dak. You know, we were talking as we were selecting the team, right? As we're lighter on bowlers, right?
We are,
and that's why maybe do we look at a Barsi, Scotty Moore, or Naz or Hammer, right? Just so say if we need to bring them in, but if you did bring them in, then you'd need to drop a bat, in your return leg, right?
That's right. That's
if you bowled first, you'd need to drop one. So it's probably a bit of an irrelevant argument, I guess. But boys,
that's the idea of if you can pick a half decent 12 man. It's one for the other. It depends on who you're playing and where you're playing and what you're doing.
And we said at the start, 12th man is sort of anything, like you make it up, right? That's why I had Trey there.
Yeah.
And if someone said Trey, I'd be more than happy to go, put him down, because his fielding is elite and he can bowl. He's good to have around the side on game day. For me, I'd have a Bussy or Trey would be my picks.
Yeah, Trey's. I could consider a Bussy.
Yeah,
I think I'm down to a Bussy and Dak.
Same. I'm with you. I'm with those 2.
All right.
But
let me read. Keep that in mind. Keep a Bussy and Dak. That's down to our 13. Our team: Brody McGee, Sahal Butt, Paul Krautman, Praveen, Glenn, Chamira, Jimmy, Pete, Waffa, Afak, Tony Denman.
Yeah, we need a bowler, I think.
I don't know, do we? I understand. Yeah, I see your argument.
This is yeah.
Yeah. I suppose I just look at it that I mean, you got to pick your side before you play. So you don't get the choice to go, oh well, we'll put him in because we're playing here, or we're batting first, or we're bowling first, and you can take him out and this and that. You just have to go with what you want and hope you win the toss and do whatever you want to do first. Whatever suits. But
yeah.
Tell you what, this 12th man will be almost the happiest bloke out of that whole team to be selected. That's how long
he's had the most. He's had the most talked about him. Yeah,
it's a tough one.
And I don't want to go okay, let's make it easy. Let's go 13 because I don't want to do that. I think we've got to make it 12. We've got to make
stick to the 12.
All 13th does is field. That's it.
Yeah,
doesn't do anything. Doesn't play a role, so to speak.
No.
In that case, Trey 13.
It doesn't play. 13th man doesn't play a role in your field.
No.
You can't drag him in if you're in the shit. That's the beauty of it. You get down your 8 for 140 and you go, righto, you're not batting. You put your bat in.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of it. I
so
suppose.
One thing I will say here then is, with our all-rounder, we've got Chimera, who scored over 400 runs, and then even with our keeper, with Jimmy, has scored over 200 and has opened at the beginning of the season. So we've got plenty of bats from those two additional positions.
Fuck, he's pushing hard, isn't he?
Therefore, I would lean towards a bowler for our 12th man.
Yeah, and see, kind of now, yeah, mate, I don't know if Jakey has done it, but I'm kind of leaning that way too, because
Look, I'm okay with if Abassi plays.
Because their runs and
But
that
I
are
reckon
similar,
Jack's
right?
like fucking kicking the doors in his fucking car when he pulls up. Because he's that close.
Yeah,
Oh, he's so close. So close for me as well.
yeah.
I think Abassi?
I think I am only purely because if you're looking at something that you need, he's very similar to Daki in the bat. Although I think Daki was robbed a little bit with the bat this year through lack of opportunity. But I think if your 12th man, if you're looking at changing your side, you're not missing
opportunity through injury.
Yeah, and that you're not missing a lot with Abassi run wise.
Yeah,
and he definitely can bowl. So that is where I would, if you're looking for someone who can just change the dynamic of a team, because you could say we need that extra bowler or we need the extra bat. You're not necessarily.
Well, if he's going to go in down the bottom of the order, he can hold the bat.
But,
well.
yeah. So my vote is, after talking it through, and I think this is where you get to, right? And I don't know if you're fully convinced, Hugh.
I'm not.
No, but do we just do
2-1?
2-1 and we just go Abassi?
I think so.
Cool. That's fine.
All right. Well done, Abassi.
Sorry, Dak, I tried, mate.
You are the most talked about person on the podcast, Daki and Abassi. Yeah, and if you guys want to fight it out, we can organise next Wednesday. We'll give you two. Yeah, we'll give you. Oh yeah. We'll give you 2 minutes each, and you can come to some agreement.
Well done, boys.
Well done. That's a really good team. Do we want to order this?
I think so.
Yep, I think we should. So opening, we got.
Oh, what's the time?
Yeah, no, we've got a little bit. So Hale Butt. I know Jakey doesn't agree, but Hale Butt.
No.
Huh?
I know Jake doesn't agree. So
Oh,
no.
yeah. Okay. I think it's Hale Butt and Paul, right?
Paulie Krautman, yeah.
Yep, 3, 4. All right, 3.
Is that where we go, Praveen?
I think so.
Praveen. Yeah.
Yep, Praveen. Then we all agree Brode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Praveen Brody.
5.
5 obviously has got to be GGP.
Yeah.
Then we go all rounder Chimera.
Yeah.
Jimmy. And then so our bowlers we got Pete, Waff, Afak, Tony. I'd go Afak 8 because he can really go pretty hard with the bat.
Yeah.
And did make a few runs towards the end. Pete Demon. And then you got Waffer and Tone. I'd probably
Depends
go
on
Tone.
the situation.
Tone.
You'd probably put Pete.
Tone.
It doesn't matter for the sake of the argument.
Yeah. Tone.
Tone at 10.
Waff.
Yep.
Then Waffer.
And Bussy.
Very good, boys.
Yep.
Thank you very much. I hope you had a bit of fun. I know it was a bit stressful, but I hope as we said earlier, I hope the guys at the club are happy with that. I'm going to not post this team for a couple of days. We'll get the podcast out later tonight and do it once you get a listen to, right? Before we post it.
And you can have a good think about what you're going to write.
Yeah. Be kind. Like we're going to make mistakes, but I think once you listen to where we've touched on, I think we've tried hard and we've done it the right way.
We tried to be as fair as we can.
Yeah. So Jakey, we'll look to get this bit out of the way pretty quick. Your honourable mentions, just give us a few. You're gonna miss some here. I know that, but
I'll
like
just quickly whiz through a few here. It's Niall Khan, Ado, Jared Ryan, Naz, Ranga, Ramesh, and Ubaid.
Huey, honourable mentions.
Second 11.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. There you
go. Same for me.
Daki.
Daki.
Yeah.
Straight up. Unlucky. Hussein Fazan.
Fazan. Yep.
Yep. Scotty Moore. I think he did pretty well considering. Cost some shit for it, but Well done, Scotty.
Yeah.
You're right. Muhammad Charos, Noel Khan. The list goes on, really. You know, Ado. Well, Jakey said Ado. I didn't realise he'd done that as well as he had. You know, so
Yeah. No, I think my biggest ones, like there's a lot there, but my 4 biggest is Niall Khan and Shiroz, and then looking at Naz and Scotty Moore. They're my
and Naz, absolutely Naz.
Yeah, they're my 4 that could deserve it. It could easily start the second 11, right? But that's an incredible effort on the year, guys. That was a really hard task for now and from years past. So you guys should be, people who missed it, but proud of the guys that made it. You should be happy for them. And just, I mean, as I said, it's 3 guys sitting around talking about it, right? But we're the ones that honestly have poured over the stats more than everyone. Each week, you know, we've not just got this dossier in front of us with all the stats. We've also each week talked about...
They don't lie.
Individual performance.
Yeah, talked about the games, right? Yeah. You know, like, well, the 3rd grade won this game. Oh, Butt scored, 80 or whatever. You know, like, so... With us reading it, like we got a better understanding, right? There are some things, you know, obviously we don't know, but
just out of interest, boys, what batting far outweighs the bowling performance as well.
Yeah, which is surprising because normally, like those years that we were quite poor, we were more of a bowling club.
Club, sorry.
Yeah. So well done, guys. We'll get that posted once you've had a listen. Now, the other thing you would have noticed on your social media over the last week is the Fun Awards. So we knew this pod would go for a little too long, so we thought we'd break it up into 2. So next week we are going to go through. So it's going to be a 2-week kind of series, right? So it'll be maybe 2 shorter ones, but who knows? When we get a mic in front of us, we seem to rabbit on a little bit. But the idea behind it will be we will go through each of those awards that we mentioned, and from all your nominations, Hewey, Jake, and I will bring that down to a minimum of 4. Minimum of 4. So sometimes 3 or 4, depending on how many nominations we got and what it is. And then we will put a poll. We'll put these posts back up, and it'll be a poll on Facebook for you guys to vote. Now, we had to think about that and thought, well, if you all post, you'll know who the winners are, and then you won't listen to the pod. So your votes count for roughly 80% of the total. Jake, Hewey, and I will have votes that are weighted more in our favour. So if you like a winner, if you like someone, make sure you vote hard so they can't be overtaken with us. We will know the votes from each one. And then we'll weight our 20%, and if our 20% overtakes it, they will be the winner. Yep. So we will go through that. Next week, we'll put all the nominations together on a pod, right? And then from there, we will have the polls up the week leading in, and then the week after, we will come back on and announce all the winners. And that should be just before Trophy night. So, you won't?
Just after.
We might even try to get...
That'll be the AGM that night too. So we might have to either do it the night before, maybe, the AGM, or we can do it the night after the AGM and announce a new committee.
Yeah, so maybe the poll will only go up for a couple of days, and we'll try to get one done before the trophy night, so you guys all know the winners leading up to that, and we'll see if El Presidente can do some type of do something for you guys that win these awards, and hopefully for this team of the year as well would be a good thing. So thanks boys for your time today.
Pleasure, Gas. Well, I had moments.
Yeah, forgot to mention our sponsors, Ronnie Abood at Professionals Real Estate, Meredith Hammett, the Bottle Main Street, Hagen Hastings Watches, Jean and the team there providing great dress watches, sports watches. You got Naz and the team at Palace Cleaning, and obviously Varsity. Make sure In Front Finance Australia, and then Varsity. Remember, we were there on Saturday. Make sure you...
It was a good day, that.
It was.
It was quite enjoyable, relaxed.
So,
it's good.
Even get down for those events that the club organises, or get down there by yourself, have a beer, have something to eat. Make sure you scan the Varsity app, and the rewards will come our way. And lastly, guys, we are moving to a studio, I would say, in a couple of weeks, which is exciting news, and we'll start dropping video with the pod, which will be exciting. So look at yeah, I know. Yeah, so look at us. In a while, you won't be able to recognise us. We'll we won't speak to you guys unless you. Well, we'll do photo signings, maybe $5 a pop, something like that.
Wow,
yeah. But no, it's been a pleasure. Thanks, Hugh. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week, mate. And thanks for tonight.
Thank you very much. Always enjoy it, mate. Always.
And Jakey, good to see you again, mate. Thanks for all the input. And yeah, we'll see you both here next week.
Sounds good.
Can't
Thanks,
wait,
boys.
mate. Looking forward to it.
Okay,
Cheers.
thanks, boys.
See you, boys.